Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abir Danish, and this is the second trial that we will go to. This is Charles Rookwood's trial number 2. So let us begin.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Sirona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
So इस वीडियो में बहुत सारे edits होंगे because I was trying to complete the trial, but it was sort of tricky. But I was able to do it, so the voice is not actually live. I've already completed this mission and I'm talking over it. I will be guiding you on how to do this. All you have to do is have each and every kind of spell,
Over here.
And even Sebastian's solo mission will be there. You need to learn Crucio before you get in this mission.
Professor
It is an
Rookwood was
amazing
right. The place
spell.
is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
As I was saying, Crucio is a very beautiful spell. I mean, Avada Kedavra is good, no doubt. But Crucio, oh, it is amazing. Trust me. तुम उससे हमला करते हो and the damage damage नहीं करता वो, but when you attack them with anything, even a small Expelliarmus, it will do a huge amount of damage. It is a good spell, you should have it. And I'm also making a video where I will be, clubbing all the missions that you need to do in order to get all 3 unforgivable curses. So far I have done Crucio, and while I'm recording this, I'm getting closer to, I think, learn Imperio. I believe I am. So I'll join them and I'll upload them later on. But it's pretty simple. You have to do every single mission given by Sebastian Swallow. Simple. But still, I'll show you how to solve the puzzle and how to get those spells. Or if there's any confusion, I'll tell you later on. So I will not speak anymore because it's pretty simple. You have to kill the guys. It depends on you. Like if you want to go to stealth, if you want, to just bombarda the shit out of everyone. Speaking of bombarda, I've learned the bombarda. You should too. It's a good spell. Who taught me that? Yeah, Professor Hoven. You need to complete a Professor Hogan's assignment, and again, it is a must-have spell. The damage is amazing. Use your talent points to upgrade them.
Can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
In short, you know what? Just use your talent points to upgrade all the spells that can do damage. And also, you need to improve your stealth. Anyway, you should have Bombarda. You should have Crucio. I think Descendo is not something you should use all the time, so you can replace it with maybe Bombarda. I don't have Bombarda yet. I'll have it like in the next video. Anyway, like I was saying, I will not speak much, and I will directly speak when we are at the trial, because the trial is a little bit tricky, but it's not much of a problem. You can understand that. I'll see you guys then.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach of that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to young madam? Explosive! Stupid one. No more happy now. That's stupid one.
This should be fun. I'll make you whip your back and
Confringo!
I haven't even had my tea yet.
Accio! Confringo!
You made a great mistake.
Accio! Confringo! Go stupid
Ranrock won't be stopped!
Expelliarmus!
I suppose that's the quick way down. Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
So we are back. आप लोगों ने हरा दिया होगा उन लोगों को. Anyway, so when you go in, I mean obviously trial is a big thing. Enemies होंगे, so you need to set your spell set according to your preference. ऊपर जो है सारे डैमेज वाले रखो and accio is something you should have all the time. So prepare yourself and have the Imperio on the second set. It's amazing. It's important. And as you just saw that I did an edit because it took me a lot of time to figure out how the trial works. So first you go to your right hand side, you go up and you investigate the ancient magic. Then the doorway will open. Now here's the part how these doorways in this trial works. What you see from one side is not how it looks from the other. That's what this is. You see there's a blockage and there are two boxes. This box is nothing actually. You don't have to worry about it. The other box is pretty important.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Now you go through it, but you will not see anything. But you bring it towards here. You set it properly, as you just saw. ये जहाँ पे भी दिखेगा, which means ये आपको दरवाजे की दूसरी साइड जाकर फिर आप प्रॉपरली वापस इसको देख पाओगे. And wait a minute. मुझे थोड़ा टाइम लगा था. Go through it. You go around it and boom. ये ट्रिक है इसके अंदर. You see, you go back, then you walk around it. Not through it, around it. तब जाके ये एक्सपोज होगा. But that's not the case everywhere. सीधे चलते रहो. Just keep going. It's pretty simple so far. Keep going. No doorways yet. वो जो ऊपर सर्कल दिख रहा है, the circle if you can see, it will change. Nice. Now we will get this thing out of our way, because ये जो है रास्ता ब्लॉक कर रहा है. We bring it, and as you can see, there's another pillar, which we and boom. So you need to check twice. Check around it and check through it. जहाँ पे भी आपका रास्ता आगे खुल जाता है, go through it, because it changes every time. For me, it's around it. Sometimes it's not. So you need to make sure both the angles. See, it's crucial. There's a little damage. It does damage over time. That's the thing. But when you attack him, that was my mistake. When you attack him with any spell, especially the damage one, the damage will be huge. And when you upgrade it, through your talent point, look at the damage there. इसको हमने कितनी बार मारा होगा इसको पता. हमने सिर्फ क्रूशो से मारा, उसके बाद हम इनके नन्हे पुद्दों से भिड़ने लगे. How many times did you attack him? Like rare. And look at the damage it did. So that's why you should have Crucio for this one, because the boss fight will also require that. Damage करता है वो, over time damage करता है. Not only that, when you attack him, it does huge damage. Now in this one, you attack it, it moves, you get it, तुम यहाँ जाओगे. This is the actual place we need to go, but we cannot see anything yet. Now we will attack it, and there it is, exposed. It was actually going around it, not through it. Now this was the tricky one, because तुम्हें लगेगा कि हमें इसको लेके वहाँ जाना है ताकि हम ऊपर चढ़ पाएँ. People who don't speak Hindi, what I said was, you must be thinking to take this pillar, go through the door, and then we can put it down there and we can climb it up. That's not the case. It is sort of tricky. ऊपर जो ब्रिज देखोगे तुम अभी थोड़ी देर में, I'll show you the bridge. ये जो ब्रिज देख रहे हो तुम, ये ब्लू कलर, इस पे हमें चढ़ना है. Anyway, सबसे पहली चीज, the enemies. One enemy is visible. I know what I'm saying. That one is a little bit tricky. And you dodge it. You keep attacking it. Nice. Now the other enemy is there, but he is invisible. You can only see the sword, but you cannot attack it. The only way to see him is if you see him through this. If he goes through the door, it's visible, like permanently. So you have to make him go through the door before attacking him. That's the only way these little fuckers are visible. Otherwise, they're not. Now you turn the bridge around. You go there. Alright. हमें इसको इसलिए करना है क्योंकि लेवियोसा जो है ना, वो इसको उठाएगा नहीं. You know, the whole pillar. The Leviosa will not pick up the whole pillar. It will only pick the light object, which is the small square. We climb it using Leviosa, and we get back up. We collect whatever there is in the chest. We hit the mark, and then we turn around. That's how it was. So many people will be wasting time on this. That's a simple trick. All you have to do is wait, kill the enemy, make the enemy go through the door, get back up, use Leviosa, and climb. Now, there's a doorway on the left hand side, but that's nothing. You don't have to open it because it didn't open for me and I didn't waste time. I went forward. Something you need to go at.
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso.
I believe Depulso is much better than Descendo. I think Descendo में कुछ ऐसा है नहीं. I'll remove Descendo from my this whole thing. Anyway, इसका doorway का मुझे समझ नहीं आया how to do this, but I didn't give a shit. I just went away, went ahead. Yeah, I didn't know what I had to do. So you might see a little bit of me spending, but you can skip a 10-second ahead. Or maybe 20-second ahead. You know what? You can skip 20-second ahead. I don't mind. Now the boss fight begins. So all the minor statues, some of them will be invisible, so you have to kill the visible one first and dodge them, and while doing it you must dodge the big one as well. But when you're done with the visible one, you make the invisible go through the doors. Simple. That's the only way you can see them and defeat them. Just make sure to dodge them. That does not mean you will not feel any damage from them. You will feel damage. Just attack on the visible ones. And make sure to be away from these pillars, because it's not beneficial. These motherfuckers jump so high and then they come down and they destroy the things that, like these eggs, that you can throw. They destroy that, they destroy the pillar, and in doing that, they damage us. Anyway, now you can. Now you will go through the doors. Come on. Nice. That's all you need to remember. Make sure to have them follow you. If you do that, it's done. They will be visible and you can kill them. Well, this is it for this video. I will not be speaking. Enjoy the boss fight, enjoy this fight. There is a cutscene after this, and after this the video ends. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the video and what you want me to do next. See you guys later.
Accio. Defender. Stupid. Incendio. Stupid. Crucio. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Protego. Stupefy. Defendo. Arresto Momentum. Stupefy. Crucio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. What a relief.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.